Hey guys, this is Uday Karthik. In this video, we are going to see how to make a gun system in Unity. If you do not subscribe to my channel until now, smash the subscribe button and hit the notification icon and share it with your friends. Let's get started. Now we need to add the Raycast hit. So whenever the ray hit on the object, it will store the value in the Raycast hit object. So add out hit. Now for the float maximum distance, we have to give the range of our gun. And for the layer mask, we need to give our enemy layer. Now we need to check whether the Raycast is working or not. For that, we can simply debug.log, so whether the Raycast is working or not. Now add our shoot system in our update function. Now save it and go back into Unity. Now add our camera to the FPS camera. For now we need to hit everything in the scene. So I am selecting everything. You can select the layer mask according to your project. Now add the damage as 100 and a magazine size per tap 6 and a bullet per as your wish. We need to give a time between shot as 0.05 seconds. So every 0.05 seconds the gun will shoot. Now click on play to check whether our Raycast is working or not. Now our Raycast is working. It is giving whatever we hitting by the Raycast. Now back in the Visual Studio Code. Now we need to compare the tag. So when we shoot the gun, only the enemy want to get reduced to the health, not other things like wall don't want to get reduced or hit by the bullet. Now we need to compare the tag as enemy. So if a gun shoot the enemy, then only the enemy wants to get reduced to his health. So add if hit.collider .compare tag. Add the tag name as enemy. For reducing the health of the player, I will cover it in the later session. Now we need to decrease the bullet shot. So every time we shoot the bullet, it will get reduced by 1. And same as the bullet left. Now we need to invoke the shoot function every time we press the mouse button. So I'm going to make a separate function called input. Now we need to create a variable we need to create another bool variable. By using this bool, we can check whether the gun shoots per bullet at a time or shoot gun continuously. By using that, we can change the gun into machine gun or pistol. In the input function, we need to check whether the button on hold is true or false. Equal to input dot get key. Now we need to make the shooting true the time when we click the mouse button. If the button hold is not true, then the gun need to shoot per bullet at a time. Now we have assigned the shooting variable as true or false depending upon our input through mouse. Now we need to work on the reload variable. Now add if condition and add whenever we are clicking the reload button or we need to reload the gun. So add input dot get key down. At the same time the bullet remains is not as same as the magazine size. So check whether the bullet left is not same as magazine size. And check whether the gun is already reloading or not. So check the opposite sign. Now add reload function. Now we need to create a reload function to reload our gun. In the reload function, we need to set the reloading to true so that the gun will not shoot when reloading. And invoke a function. By invoking, we can call the function after several times. Name the function as reload finished. So the function will call reload finished when the reloading is finished. For the reloading time, we need to add the reload time we have created in the variable. We have already created a variable called reload. This is the reload time. So that after the reloaded, it will call this function. So create this function name exactly like this. Now set reloading is equal to false so that our gun can shoot the bullet. And set the bullet left is equal to magazine size. In the input function, now reloading is done. Now we need to shoot the bullet. Now create a if function and check whether the shooting is true. And at the same time, the reloading function need to be false so that our gun need not to be shoot when reloading our gun. And check whether our gun is ready to shoot. So the gun is full of ammo. And check at the same time we need to check whether the bullet is greater than 0. So we need not to shoot the bullet when it is out of ammo. Now we need to add a bullet shot. The bullet shot is the amount we need to shoot per time the gun shoots. Like the shotgun shoot 2 ammo at a time and the pistol shoot 1 ammo at a time. Now call our shoot function. Now we need to reset a shot. Every time we shoot a gun, we need to delay for a second so that one bullet shoot now and another bullet shoot after 0.5 seconds. So now add invoke and name the function as reset shot. We have already created a variable time between shot so that if a bullet shoot now, after this time the bullet will shoot again. Now check whether the bullet left is greater than 0 and the bullet shot is also greater than 0. If the condition satisfies, we need to call the shoot function again. So invoke shoot function. This is for shotgun. So the shotgun will 2 bullets at a time. We need to create a reset function. In the reset function, we need to set that the gun is ready to shoot is equal to true so that the gun is ready to shoot again. Now we have already created a allow invoke function. This allow invoke function is used to reset invoke function when it is invoke is false. This is when we create 1 bullet at a time, this does not give any problem. But in a shotgun, when we shoot 2 bullets at a time, this may problem to us. So that we have created a allow invoke bool. Here add if condition allow invoke. Check whether the allow invoke is true. When it is inside the function, we need to make the allow invoke is equal to false, so that in a shotgun it will called one time. In the reset for short function, we can set it as allow invoke is equal to true. Now call our input function in the update. We need to set the gun ammo to magazine size in the awake function, so that when we start to play the game, the ammo will be full. And set ready to shoot is equal to true, and allow invoke is equal to true. Now go back into Unity. We can test it by running it. Because I'm using the first person shooting controller, so it is advanced input system. To solve this error, you have to click on edit project settings. In the player, scroll down, and in the active input handling, you have to select both and click on apply. This will restart the Unity hub. Now we can test. Every time I'm clicking the mouse button, it will show where we shooting the bullet. Now we need to create a separate script for our enemy. Create C# script enemy. Now open the script. Now we need to add health for our enemy. I'm setting this health as 100. Now we need to create a public void function take damage. So every time the bullet hit the enemy, this function will reduce the health. Now add health minus equal to. Now we need to reduce the health by the damage value. Now check whether the health less than 0, the enemy need to be die. Now in this line, we need to call this enemy function. Now back in Unity, I'm using this simple cube as an enemy now. For that, we need to create a tag. So click on the tag and create add tag. And we need to create a tag as enemy. Now add our enemy script to this. Now we need to add effect for our gun system. So that open the script again and create a serialized field game object and add another serialized field game object for sparkling effect. Now we need to create a attack point transform so that we can add the game object to it, so we can instantiate the sparkle effect to it. Now back in the shoot function, now add instantiate muzzle effect, comma hit dot point comma, and add another instantiate to create a sparkle effect. Now save it and go back into Unity. I'm using a Unity particle effect for this project. You can get it in the link in the description. Now I am adding the game object to the script. Now in the gun, create a empty game object and align it to our gun ending so that we can instantiate the sparkling effect at the end of our gun while shooting. Now add your required components to the gun system. I'm using the legacy particle pack for this project. You can check the link in the description. Now click import to download it. I have added the required particle effect to the game object. Now let's test it by running it. Check that we have the effect. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Fusion Text for more tutorial opportunity. If you like this video, smash the subscribe button and share it with your friends. I will see you in the next awesome tutorial.